Hi everyone, this is Phi, and I am playing some demos from AGDG Demo Day 15. This is Spaceship Crew Self-Defense Simulator. So this is an in-development build of a, excuse me, I think it's a pretty early build of a game here, and I haven't seen anything past this screen. I've seen a little bit of some videos and pictures posted, so I guess I have a little bit of an idea of what this is. It's kind of an Omni shooter, and it's got a simulated vision, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna give this a go. It kind of just brought me right into the game here. There's no opening screen or anything. There's a README that showed some of the controls, so I have that up if I need to refer to it. But it looks like we just kind of pick up everything here. So very small icons for the weapons. Excuse me, but I guess you can kind of, the graphics are simple enough, you can kind of see everything okay and distinguish things. If the capture looks a little small, it's because it's a windowed game. I couldn't find a way to make it full screen, so I just wanted to cap it at kind of the native resolution instead of blowing it up. So it looks that small on my screen too. It looks like there's a button here. I want to figure out the controls here real quick, so I'm going to look at the README. There's a dash button, I guess, the shift key. Fire, detonate, C4, reload, so there's reloading. It's an inventory. Or you can use the mouse wheel or the numbers for selecting items. Okay. There's a use key. See further is left control. That's interesting. Respawn is F. That sounds useful, or convenient, I should say. God mode is Q, so I'm not going to use that probably. Hide FPS is B, and then there's secret, which I think I know what that is. But all right, so left control is see further. That's really neat, actually. So that's interesting. Shift is to dash, which I guess you have to hold in a direction for, or do you just, so it's a little strange. I'm noticing that if you're not holding it down, it kind of comes out almost instantly, but then, oh, maybe there's a short break after you do it before you can do it again. That would make sense. I thought it seemed like it was different if I held it down or if I just pressed it or something like that, but I think there's just a short cooldown, so just checking. So I guess it's the use key, which I think is E to hit the button. Just trying to remember all the controls here, and we got the numbers for these, and we can use the scroll wheel, so that's nice. And T is the inventory, so this, I'm assuming you just kind of drag and drop, or maybe you select and then, it's strange that you have ammo down here. I would think if you're going to put ammo on the hotbar, you should at least have like a number that shows how much is there, because that's the only reason I can think of to have ammo on the hotbar, because then you can like see how much you have left. Aside from that, I guess we might as well equip the weapons here so we can use them in the hotbar. So I'm going to try, is it drag and drop? Yeah, it is drag and drop, okay. Icons are a little small for the drag and drop, I think. You can make it somehow more visible when you're dragging it or something. It's not a big deal, but it might make a difference. So we've got some C4, let's put that right there. And let's see, so we want, ooh, my cursor got big. Oh, it's because I have a shotgun equipped, isn't it? Okay, that's cool. Alright, so pistol, shotgun. Let's do pistol, machine gun, shotgun, grenade launcher. Alright, T, and okay, so I do like how the cursor gets bigger or smaller, showing your cone of fire, sort of. I always think that's neat. So we're gonna go in here. I tried E, it didn't work. Oh, do you have to aim? Oh, well that's something. Does that mean I can hit this? Do you have to have line of sight? Is that the limiting factor? Oh, you have to be close enough, I guess. But you can hit it from pretty far. Oh, okay, so there's a dude there. I gotta, oh crap. That was very fast. I just noticed that I had my grenade launcher equipped, so I looked down at my hotbar and tried to switch, and then that guy ran in and killed me, like, extremely fast. Alright, so we're starting over. I'm going to assume that the AI is probably pretty rudimentary at this point. There's probably a lot of work that can be done there, and that's just even guessing by how long this has been in development or something, that's probably true, but that guy just ran in and killed me super fast. But I may be wrong, I'm kind of assuming, just pointing it out because if I don't expect it to be perfect is what I'm trying to say here. So I think I might, oh crap, I didn't, I have to go through all this again. Alright, so this part is a little annoying, I have to say. I'm not sure how you could streamline this exactly, but it's kind of annoying to have to do this, especially if you have to come back here every time you die. Alright, so I have a pistol equipped. I'm going to try to... Oop, that guy's there. Oh gosh, no, he has so much firepower. Alright, so there must be some kind of trick to this. We have to go through this process again, that's not... It's not very fun. Alright, so we have pistol, we have machine gun. Pistol ended up here. Shotgun. Grenade launcher. Let's try the machine gun, I guess. That guy just shot the heck out of me. There's some screen shake. Tried to dodge. Oh! That guy turned red. I guess it's to show that he's like aggroed or something, but the fact that he kind of turned the same color that I am, I think it's a little misleading. Because the first impression it gave me is that it was like, maybe that was a friendly or something, because he looked different. And he looked more like me. Even though that was a very briefly held impression. Alright, so yeah, this part is super annoying, just having to do this a lot. What happened to the pistols over here? HP is 4, it looks like this HP you have. That's interesting. O2 is 100, I guess that's oxygen. And yeah, it's a pretty unforgiving game. It's hard to kind of get a handle on what the, I guess, the intended approach is to actually be successful. Because they kind of just, if you can see them, they can see you, right? So, wow. Right, so they can kill you pretty easily. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not getting so far, but... The pistol ended up over there again. Alright, so... Looks like the selector thing does not roll over. I'm gonna try the shotgun. We're gonna try to yellow it a little. See, that's effective. Wow. I think I. Oh crap! That guy. Oh jeez. The limited view really makes it hard to see like what your enemies might be up to. Because that guy just, as soon as he was actually within view, it was like it was already too late. So that's extremely limiting. I realize that's part of the design, but it does make things a lot harder which are apparently already pretty hard. So, whoa! Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not sure what to do different that would be more successful at this point, which is kind of unfortunate because if you don't have a means to progress or actually understand what you're doing that you need to change, then it makes it hard to enjoy a game. But I'm still at it, so... I wonder how much you can strafe those shots if you move in exactly the right direction, like exactly perpendicular, kind of, or I guess in an orbit, it would be technically. So it kind of looks like you can, but as soon as you're not moving in exactly the right trajectory, it looks like you eat it like really fast. So, I mean, I could always just enable that God mode, I guess, but that's not much fun, is it? Shotgun pretty effective at range, it looks like. Alright, reloading. I guess the bottom right here. That's your ammo count. It's very hard to see unless you like look all the way down there. I don't know if this is for like the window thing here. I'm assuming that's the window that goes out into space. Oh, it closes this door. That's interesting. It's always cool to have interactive things like that where you can do stuff like that. Like even if you don't use it often, if there's ever that one point where you find use for it, then that's when it feels cool. Alright, I guess we're going to the next thing here. I'm hitting E, it's not working. I guess I had to stand back for some reason. I don't know why. Looks like lots of ammo and stuff. Ooh, ouch. Oh, the freaking... the window. Alright, so... apparently there are windows in this game which if they get shot out, they suck you out into space, and then you have to try and use... like use your guns to shoot yourself back in. The equal and opposite reaction. Yeah, I guess we're just starting over from the beginning again. So I felt like those guys I was shooting at took a little more shots, and that I don't know if that's true or not, but oh, I've got the grenade launcher equipped. Shoot. Please don't come in. Alright. Ah! Whoops. I have to aim. Crap. See, that's what I don't like, because as soon as you lose sight of them, it's like you're completely at their mercy. I mean, I don't know how much the AI accounts for not being able to see you back, but it's kind of like you have to keep sight of them, but if you keep sight of them, then they can kill you, so it's a strange juggling act in that sense, which I don't think that is a flawed approach, but I think it's something that has to be done very carefully, like very, very carefully to make it kind of successful. No! Retreating. I do like that where he kind of gives you a verbal cue. Yeah, that didn't seem very effective at all, did it? So it seems like I'm only really having success with the shotgun because it can kind of kill people before they can do much. I worry about the pistol. That must be super useless at this point. I haven't even tried the grenade launcher because I don't know if people like actually use super weapons in games, but I always feel like I can't use them because then I'll run out of them and then I won't have them anymore. like for when I actually need him, and then I just finish the game with him, that kind of thing. But let's try that. I don't know if that hit him or not. There's just no feedback. Oh, there's guns. I guess I killed 3 people. You might consider adding feedback, visual feedback, even if there's no line of sight, because that's like super important in a game, is to have feedback even if you have this limiting factor. So something to consider. Looks like I have 6 grenade launcher things left. Let me try to... Oh, jeez. They were like just off screen, so for some reason I didn't expect them to start shooting at me. I wonder what the vision range is on the enemies, because if they're off screen for me, that means I can't see them. Like, even if I can move over and see a little further and that kind of thing, if they're off screen for me, then I definitely think they shouldn't be able to shoot back, because enemies shooting you from off screen isn't good in like any game ever. So that is a limiting factor I would suggest for the AI. In general, I'm getting the impression that the AI needs a lot more limiting factors than it has right now, to make the game more fun. But like I said, I'm not expecting the AI to be super advanced at this point, and this is a game that really needs a lot of work in that respect. Oh, I could hit the button even though I was dead. Yeah, that's funny that I can hit these. Okay. So yeah, limitations for the AI behaviors. One really simple thing that I would consider doing a lot is just putting a lot of pauses in their actions. That kind of thing makes such a big difference in games. You know, and reaction times as well. And it just gives the player like tons more breathing room and a lot more time to react to things themselves. And keeps enemies from getting overwhelming really quickly, which has happened kind of a few times when they just like run in the room and then you die instantly. Because you have to have like instantaneous reflexes in some of these scenarios, which, especially with the mouse aiming, because that's another factor that's limiting to the players, the mouse aiming, because it definitely takes time to get your mouse into the right position on screen. It's not just like a flick thing, you know. It's not, and if it was 8-way controls, then your reaction time is a lot faster. But when you have to aim precisely, that slows you down. So, oops, I did shoot him. It just didn't quite kill him. Okay, so I wonder if I should just do the God mode and just kind of run through this and then call it done. So I don't just keep doing this forever and ever and just record it all, because it is a cool game, and I do like that it's not just a run and gun, and the fact that it forces you to be really careful and such, and those are all really cool things. It just you know, something you have to really tweak very carefully. So I'm gonna, I think it's, was it Q? Q is God mode. So just for the sake of this video, and we can say that we played through more than the first 2 rooms. I'm assuming I'm just invincible now. So we'll just, I guess it's gonna take like all the fun out of the game, but reloading, it would be nice to have more visual feedback, even like when you're done reloading and stuff. If you have some kind of reload animation, that'd be cool. Oh, the glass is already all screwed up. Let's try. Oh no! Crap. Okay. Oh, they're shutting the frickin'. That's crazy. I was not expecting it to close off like that, and it makes a lot of sense, you know, kind of thematically, and it definitely adds some tension. So it's a cool idea. I guess I'm out of ammo for the machine gun already because I was just spamming the heck out of it, but I kind of had to at the end anyways, just to survive. Oh, is that all there is? Oh, okay. So I was assuming that there was more game here, in terms of like levels and stuff. Not levels necessarily, but more to this level. But that's fine. It's just obviously it's an early demo, so there's a lot on display here. I think I said most of my thoughts already. I just really think that the AI needs a lot more limiting factors, and also needs to give the player a significant amount of feedback. Obviously, there's a great deal of limitation in this line of sight mechanic, which is intentional, and still have to be really careful about what you choose to show or not show the player, and finding that right balance where it becomes the most fun. Probably takes some experimenting, and it's definitely something that could put a lot of energy into trying to figure out, but I think that's kind of those are the things that's going to make or break this game, because I don't know if it's supposed to. Ooh, I got in the wall. Okay, there you go. I found a bug for you. I noticed it wasn't sucking me out after I shot out the windows. Maybe there's no more oxygen in here. It does say O2 equals 0, so maybe I would have been dead or something. I don't know. But I got in the wall, and honestly, I really like it. I just think that it's probably. I think you bit off a lot to chew, because this is. I imagine something that would be pretty tough to really nail. But I think you have a lot of promising mechanics here, and I think that they could definitely be really cool. I think what you have here is already really cool, and I like the little shutters that go across when the windows get shot out and that sort of thing. So great job, and I hope that this video was useful. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I gotta see if I can get my cursor out of the game here now. I guess in the inventory it's locked to the game window for some reason, but it wasn't before. I get it. Okay, the escape key. Escape key unlocks it. Okay, I'm gonna end the video now. See you guys.